Clive is dealing with some baby mama drama. Human and zombie relations are getting tense. And Ravi and Liv are going to bop, bop, bop to the top. We're getting muy caliente on iZombie, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
This is not what you would salsa to.
Right.
It's like keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah,
it's
Kim Kardashian on Dancing with the
Yes.
Stars. If you know, you know. What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of iZombie. It's the final season, so you know they're bringing it hard. Obviously, I am not the wonderful Allie Nasta. She will be back with us next week, but I am your girl, Drew Jones, and I am here with some of my favorite ladies. So introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, what's up? I am Nakia Monet, and shout out to everybody that's in the live chat. Keep it coming. Keep all the predictions coming. I see you guys. I'm going to try to shout you guys out a little later.
Yes.
And I'm Shawntierra here. What's
Yay.
up, guys?
What is up? Tonight's episode did not disappoint. I feel like it's the iZombie that we know and love.
I missed it.
Same. We're going to talk about the episode. We are going to give you guys some special segments, do some zombie history or zombie facts, if you will.
Yes.
Shawntierra is going to kill it with the news and gossip.
Whoop, whoop.
And we actually got some brain food tonight.
Yes.
Which was exciting. So let's kick it off with the murder. For this episode, the crime, we get introduced to Nancy and Gulliver.
Love his name.
Who are,
I do
know.
Gulliver.
Gulliver.
It's just like, it sounds like gullible.
That's what I thought they were saying at first. I'm like, oh, it seems Gulliver.
And
Love
it's like,
it.
cute. But they are two codependent salsa dancers who die on green juice.
That's a fear of mine because I love green juice. I don't want anybody to kill me. No, it's really interesting because when the show started, I love like when the show starts with like a murder because you never know how it's gonna go. So when she drank it first, I was unsure. I'm like, wait, how's this happening when they both choked? So I'm like, wait, did they kill each other? Did she kill him? So it was really interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to go out like that with
Yeah.
the green juice. I figured when she was going to the bathroom, he'd hear her scream or something like that. But yeah, I thought it was a really good episode, and I love the way it had a little twist, the way it ended too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our girl, Liv, is the one who takes the brain. I was kind of disappointed that her and Ravi didn't take the brain.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, same.
Was he not on zombie mode or?
I guess not. I guess he was human in that moment.
Yeah.
Although I did really like the dynamic of him just kind of being over her, like codependency, and her just being very like,
You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I feel like they had a lot of fun on this episode. I feel like they spent more time teaching Ravi how to salsa dance, more so than like really focusing on like the murder.
Yeah.
But it was still fun.
Can we please talk about that dance sequence?
Listen.
Because Clive,
Killing it.
Who knew he had hips?
Right.
And that those hips can move.
he's like slim thick, so I was like, he can dance.
He always has to wear the tight muscle shirt.
Yes,
so he has a
right.
really great physique. And like you mentioned earlier, Drew, you were like, he's smiling because he never smiles in the episode because he's always fed up with Liv and Ravi.
Yeah.
So to see them having a good time and they're dancing and they're teaching Ravi how to dance was pretty cool.
They were having a great time. This is definitely part of like a little bit of news, but Liv said that this was actually her favorite episode, and I can see why. Like,
it was fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed like seeing them dance.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun seeing her in her like outfits and like the wig. And they were Juliet and Jake, or Fred and Ginger.
Fred and Ginger. I love when they're trying to explain the girls like, oh, like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. They're like, no.
It's actually way more. I hate that when like you have an inside joke with someone and someone tries to like figure out what it is and they're low key right and you're like, no.
Yeah.
It's actually way more complicated and difficult and you could never understand because you weren't there.
And they were absolutely right. A shout out to you guys in the chat. A lot of people were like, they do not want to see Ravi as a zombie. Billy Jean Girl 24 said Liv was pulling off the red hair.
She did look good.
She looked really, really good. Maddie Fernandez says, yes, Malcolm in those shirts. I agree with you. Ivan Soto, shout out to you. Ivan's one that says, I don't want to see Ravi as a zombie.
I like Ravi as a zombie.
Me too, yeah.
I do too, but I do like that he didn't eat the brain. Like I like because I liked her, like you said, her annoying him and him trying to figure out like girl, and then him and Clive realizing that they're codependent people.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Because I think, obviously, Clive had his own
Oh, Lord.
woes to, and we'll talk about that in a second, but Clive had his own woes he had to deal with. But it would have been kind of funny to see if they were codependent together and then Clive had to deal with both of them.
That would have been awesome.
I thought that would have been fun.
I would like to see both of them on a brain at the same time. It's like a really extreme personality.
Yeah.
Just to see how they play off of each other.
That would be awesome. I'm laughing because someone in the chat kind of said what I feel like we've kind of been saying. Ivan Soto said, aside from the discrimination storyline, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap up the murder. So, who done it? The boyfriend.
Yeah,
Of
what was
course.
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. But at first they thought it was like the jealous couple who was like also really creepy and weird.
Yeah. They were like,
They're like, okay, let's. They were
like,
what's that movie?
the battle on the dance
Yes.
floor.
yeah.
They're like, let's be roommate. And I feel like every time they talk, they would just dance.
I know.
So I'm like, it had to be them. But then when you find out it's Ronaldo, and I get it. I mean, I don't get it. You shouldn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
But his partner was taken away from him because she wanted her dance partner. She was so codependent, and I guess he felt like he had to. Well, it was for her. The poison was for her, but remember, she gave him the juice.
Right.
So like he said, he's like, I apologize. I didn't mean for him to get hurt.
But then he offed himself.
Right.
Like, bruh, come on.
Like,
He's like, I ain't
expecting
going
that.
down for no double murder now.
Right.
Who said?
I was thinking, okay, so he just admitted that he killed him, so he's just gonna freely go to jail. But
Bye.
he's like, no.
I will say it was very like one note, so it took me a second. I was like, oh wait, did he just confess to killing? Because at first I was like, oh,
It was fast.
I was
Yeah.
like, he's dead. Who did that? And then I was like, oh, he did that.
Right.
I only realized it because they kept looking at, because he was like aggressively drinking that bottle. But I'm like, wait, did he just confess? Because I think it happened so fast.
Yeah, it did.
And then he's like, yeah, no, I'm dead.
I think it didn't hit until you said something, because I honestly thought, or maybe it was you, Drew, because I thought that I was like, oh my God, they're going to have a part 2 the next week. We're going to find out who killed everybody. And then I was like, wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Maddie Fernandez in the chat said, yeah, he did the whole Romeo and Juliet and drank the cyanide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Can't be killing people, bruh.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, juicing makes me want to kill people.
I love juicing, but you're right.
So I was just like, this is relatable content for me at least. Our boy Clive, Clive, he's just out here living.
He's living his best life.
Listen,
Trying.
he's trying, because what's worse than being in birthing class with your wife and your old piece comes in with a pregnant belly and is due almost exactly to the date that y'all last got jiggy with it.
Maury says, when it comes to 2-year-old,
You are the father.
the lie detector test determined you are not the father. That is so awkward.
Yeah, because I will say I will give it to Dale for how she handled it. Even if even her little like frustration she had there for a second,
Yeah.
I was like, you are very calm.
Seriously.
Baby, I don't know.
Because
I might have to hit Clive.
Right?
Yeah, her initial reaction to her finding out that she's pregnant and she was there by herself, way too calm. Like I feel like it just, obviously trying to be the bigger person, but I'm just like, okay, what is this?
You're a better person than me. Dale.
Yeah,
I'd be like, you sure?
Right. And then I also got kind of confused. I wrote this down because I didn't realize that when you can't, I know a lot of people know nowadays you can do a paternity test while you're still pregnant, but she was saying that it can cause unnecessary harm to the baby, and I didn't.
It can. So like you can ask for the test, but one of the risks is it can actually cause harm.
Yeah.
So that's why
I
people
didn't know
usually,
that.
some people want to do it while they're pregnant and some people wait until they give birth.
Because it penetrates basically the sac that the baby is in, it penetrates it, and there can be a lot of like complications from doing that. So
Got it.
Yeah, and I was like, y'all got 3 months. You might as well just wait.
Wait it
and then
out.
get the Maury blood test and call it a day.
Honestly, though, her ex-boyfriend's name is Shane. I never met a black man named Shane, so I'm just saying that baby either gonna be light or that baby gonna be chocolatey, and
we gonna know who the father is.
Free paternity test.
There you go. Solved. Thank you for coming to the iZombie panel. We solved this for you. But no, that is so awkward because they haven't had a conversation in 6 months.
Yeah.
So imagine her just walking in with the belly and you're like, what? In the same class of you and your wife? So I like Dale, she's good because me and him would have had a talk for real.
Right. My shoe and him would have had a talk.
and then even at the end when they became like I guess partners in the class. By the way, can I just say side note, the teacher petty.
Rude.
I did not like her.
I'm like, are you discriminating on single mothers?
Right.
She was like, you're making my job harder. I would be like, you want to know what's making my job harder? Your bangs. So what's up?
She's like, again? Single again?
Right,
Like,
like-
whoa, bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
chill.
a little much. Yeah.
Like, first of all, ma'am, you're dressed like a Disney Channel star from 2003. I don't know why you're being so rude.
Oh, but you know, this is interesting though because this is the last season. So like, I feel like they'll probably push this whole baby storyline to the end. So I am interested to know like if this is his baby, what's gonna happen, and if it's not, like, you know, because they brought Michelle back for a reason, or maybe they just did it to make an interesting storyline. Because it is very interesting.
Clyde's too happy right now.
Right. They're like, no, we need to pin something to destroy all of this.
I feel like I guess it would be an interesting storyline, but my thing is like with Michelle, I mean, her character to me is just kind of boring. So
Yeah.
I feel like that now that she's pregnant, it's like, okay.
Yeah. I did like her. I did like their relationship. I just feel like him and Dale are just so, like, it's just like, yeah. No, that makes sense. They
Yeah,
need,
they're
like,
cute.
They
They
need to
fit.
be together.
They mesh well.
Maybe they could be like sister wives.
Hey, I want to say we could do a whole poly thing and live in one house.
They'd be a really attractive family.
Very.
But is
I would like to see it.
all cops? Come on.
Wait,
Yes.
seriously. Wasn't there a show, I never seen it, but there's a show called Big Love where it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the guy had a bunch of wives.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
yeah.
them.
They got reality shows on it now.
The Squad.
That's that.
Alright.
The Squad.
Coming to CW in fall.
Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police.
So let's talk about
Interesting.
discrimination.
Yeah, there was a lot.
When we were watching the whole zombie thing, I looked at Nakia and Shawntierra and I said, "Are zombies supposed to be black people?"
Yeah, because we were like, I'm like, I feel like renegading her crew like the Underground Railroad. And because when they said that coyotes all humans, I'm like, okay, so this is like the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
And I'm like the white folks who from the north who were helping the
Yeah.
black people escape, and they were discriminating in the school against zombies who were supposed to be black people.
Right.
It was just like, make it make sense, Lord. But I did like that they were. I did like that, you know, because when Jordan was shot last episode, I was like, oh, she has little brothers. I hope we find out what happens to them.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to see that like they're gonna be taken care of because they're now staying with Liv. It was really sad though when he raged out and he was just like, he just wanted y'all to stop messing with him.
Seriously.
I got a little emotional because it's like, leave the baby alone. It's like people, you keep poking the bear, keep poking the bear. You guys are doing these random zombie checks. Like, how do you think they're supposed to react?
Right.
They're upset. Like that's like like how we get discriminated against all the time in all different areas of people who do get discriminated against. You keep doing things, of course we're going to react and be like, fam, leave us alone. So I got a little emotional when he's like, just leave me alone. You guys are the real animals. I'm like, oh, okay, this is hard.
But of course, since he went zombie mode, he's looked at as a bad guy. So.
Yeah. But I did like that at Baron's like memorial, that they find out that he was a human, and they're like, you kind of see like it all kind of.
I like that because I didn't want them to be angry and just like, because you know, he was ready to kill all the humans. So I like that the other kids were like, yeah, no, they sacrificed their lives for us. So for them to understand like, okay, there are good people here.
Yeah.
I just had to deal with really bad people at my school, but these humans are here to help me.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
But I think it's very interesting how iZombie is subtly addressing like, I feel like what we're kind of seeing in the current state, because what's her face, the blonde lady is very much like a knockoff, like Meghan McCain, Tommy Lauren type, and because they even mentioned her in this episode. Well, so and so said, you know, that we need to do this to protect our children, and it's just like this idea that like you have to be careful when you have a platform of what you say because, you know, people can take your ignorance and it can spread like wildfire and people can get hurt. And, you know, we saw that these little boys were left without their big sister who was their provider, and, you know, they were getting bullied, and like something bad could have happened because you chose to be ignorant and spread hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Sounds like today. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Because hate is what? Dumb. So that's kind of that was
pretty much the show. It was a lot of fun dancing. Liv looked amazing in that red wig.
She did.
I sometimes forget what she looks like. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like herself from Lovely Bones. Like I forget that she's not a zombie in real life, and she does not look like that. But This was one of my favorite episodes.
sure.
It was very much like all the things I feel like we love about iZombie. I was worried with the first 2 episodes. Not that they weren't good episodes. I just was like, I really hope it doesn't get too... Because last season got very serious.
It did.
And I wanted this season to, since it's the final one, I wanted to have a few more laughs and, like, you know, see the iZombie that we know and
we love and we grew to love.
And we got that tonight. So
I just, before we go any further, I guess I'll do some like fan shout outs in the Chizat. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in with us. You guys are amazing, dropping facts and knowledge, talking about the comics, like educating us as best as possible. So I appreciate you guys. So I'm just going to say quick hellos. Shout out to Big Face Hunnits. I said hundreds, but it's hundreds. Sorry. Hunnits. Ivan Soto. Shout out to Billie Jean, Girl 24, Maddie Fernandez. Who else we got up in here? You guys are lit, having like an amazing conversation. Drop us a note and I will give you guys a shout out. But pretty much everyone I shouted out, they are here having an amazing conversation. So I just wanted to say hi. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscriptions. But if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. And if you're on SoundCloud, make sure you guys give us 5 stars. And now we are also on Spotify. Thank you so much.
Yes, you guys got options.
Yeah, make sure
The chat is live.
Listen to my fire mixtape on SoundCloud while you there.
Chit.
Just kidding. I don't have one. Let's hop into one time for Jamaica. Okay. Wrong show.
Pull up. Okay, I'm done.
Me too. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna start speaking patois here on
Oh,
iZombie.
man.
Maybe one day. Let's hop into our segments.
Yeah.
We did this last season. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it this season because of how last season ended. But we got some brain food.
Yes.
And tonight's was some pico de gallo.
For those who can't see us and can only hear the that's the 3 of us trying to attempt to salsa.
Yeah, as we're sitting down.
Yeah.
And those who can see us, sorry.
Y'all lucky I'm not standing up. I'm
killing up
it.
in here. Dancing with the
Anyway,
stars.
I was excited just because
It looked
you know,
delicious.
it actually did look good.
They look good.
Because when we leave here, I'm going right across the street to one of the most amazing places where they have burritos and everything, and I'm hopping one.
You know what? I think subliminally, that's why I got our lovely engineer Steph grabbed me dinner, and I got a steak burrito, and I think it's because we were watching that, and I was
like, damn, that looks
that
good.
sounds amazing.
So brain food. I'm happy to see brain food back.
Me too.
It looks really, really good, and it looks like a shrimp. Like the brain looks delicious.
I know. I just want to I want to know what they make the brain out of. I think we agreed it was like gelatin, probably.
Yeah.
But I want to try it. Maybe we'll do that for like the season finale.
Let's do some brain food.
We'll do some brain food. You guys in the chat, or if you're listening, comment what your favorite brain food's been from the series, and maybe we'll recreate it or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little Martha Stewart-y. So let's do our zombie facts segment. Zombies, you know, people believe them to be real. Zombies have popped up in many ways of
They are real.
of culture. They are real. I think my neighbor's one. But today's zombie facts is a little bit different. If you're a Game of Thrones fan,
Hey.
I think that's all of us.
2 weeks ago, one of the baddest zombies, I feel like, in the game, the Night King, was defeated by our girl Arya and Home Shane.
Gang, gang.
But fans are not happy about this season of Game of Thrones. There's over 50,000 signatures to rewrite season 8 of Game of Thrones. To that I say fan fiction, guys.
It's not real, y'all.
It's not real.
And I'm a fan, and I know the writers like Dan, and I forgot the other writer's name, are probably like, we're tired.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 10 years.
I don't want to do this no more.
And that's why we're getting this season because they're like, enough!
But seriously, you made us wait 2 years for 6 episodes. I know we're not going to get all into it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
2 years, 6 episodes.
Not me, because I just binged it all in February, so.
You finished it?
Yeah, girl. I'm a new
binged
fan. I binged the whole 7th season. I got sick.
She wasn't in the decade with us.
Yeah, I got
we went
sick.
through it.
I wasn't that because I was like, I didn't like the show when I first started watching it years ago. Got sick, pulled up, started watching it in February, and I binged all 7 seasons. I did not leave my house like a crazy person. And now I'm caught up with you guys. And shout out to the zombies.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to shed some light on you know,
The Night King, man.
The Night King. He went out like I don't know.
A real G.
Like a real G.
It's my favorite zombie so far. Shout out to his gang, the Night King.
his sergeants were laid. They got
hair.
They got the Just For Me relaxer in there.
I just cut off all my hair, but that hair like laid to the ground.
Seriously.
Shout out to them. But
That was sleek.
Very, very cool representation of some zombies.
Yeah. Yes, so that is our
Just For Me, is it for kids?
Yes. The Night King and the White Walkers aren't picky, Shawntierra. They get what they can get.
I see.
But that is our spotlight on some zombies. You know, people are not happy with the fallout of good old Night King. Get over it.
Thank God it's fake. Come on.
It's over on Sunday.
Stop.
Seriously.
It's all done.
Bye-bye.
Use those 50 signatures.
Dan Weiss is like, good night.
Use the 50,000 signatures and fight for women's rights. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Pull up. How
Anyway,
about
that is our zombie segment of the week. Let's hop into some news and gossip.
Yay! That was good. That was perfect.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, Ravi said that this has been the best season yet. I'm sorry, Ravi, I don't agree with you.
You're so beautiful.
# let's argue. Seriously.
You're so beautiful and so wrong.
Right, you're so wrong, Ravi.
He said it's the best season?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's strictly his opinion. But I was like, no, I don't agree with that. But so there's been a little bit of controversy this week with Ravi, aka Raul. I'm not sure if you heard.
I've been watching it.
So I'm actually gonna read this to you guys. So he made a tweet that said, "No woman I have ever been with has enjoyed sex. They just seem bored and quiet. Sometimes they giggle when I undress, but otherwise disinterested. Women don't enjoy sex. Facts." Can I tell you, he has been getting dragged, and anybody that follows Raul knows that he is, knows his personality.
He's mocking another tweet that went viral.
Seriously.
And I don't think he's mocking because someone tweeted about, obviously there's some, the country's changing, y'all, and there's some abortion bans because we're going back to 1940, and someone said that they've never had sex with a woman who enjoyed themselves, and I don't think, but he meant it seriously,
right.
And I don't think he realized what he said, and Raul was making a joke of it,
fun of him,
and then tweeted
Because he has
it.
the best personality. He's super sarcastic.
He does, and I guess people missed the mark.
Oh,
Seriously,
Lord.
but it's one of those things where it's like people only care about what starts some sort of controversy.
Yeah.
People don't really care about the truth as long as it's entertaining. So I feel like with that, when people can lash at him for his comment and not really take into consideration that is his personality. He has a lot of it. He's funny. He's always joking. And even his responses to people are still funny.
He's amazing. I love him.
It's like...
And he's hot.
Yeah.
He is hot.
And British.
And people start to talk about his ethnicity and just all this stuff, just being racist, and it's just crazy to me.
Ignorant.
But
yes, Maddie, you're right. She says Raul loves trolling. He's like the king
does.
of trolling.
So it's like if you really follow him, his real fans.
He's one of my favorite people.
We know, Robbie. We got
Hey
you.
everyone, this is me mocking misogynist. It's satire, not real.
really
a joke.
Like,
and I hate that people have to now explain themselves. I hate that.
This is a sensitive culture. I'm telling you.
It was so obvious when he was doing it and his responses, and people were just very wild. But we got you, Raul.
We love you.
You were funny.
We on your side.
Yeah, we love you. We'd love for you to come in.
Yes.
Seriously. Hey, be a guest.
Yeah, you've been faving my tweets.
Ooh,
so
come on down, Raul.
So basically, you guys are best friends. Okay, got it.
Yeah, basically.
So I got a couple other things. So real quick, David Anders I found out he's a Trailblazers fan. So I just want to let you know. David, if you're watching, Dub Nation, we dominated tonight. So and we're gonna keep it. I'm from Northern California.
Okay.
So I mean, I gotta represent for the Warriors. So I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me.
Shawntierra said square up.
Basically, but pull up, okay? Rose McIver, Liv.
Yes.
I didn't know that she was booed up.
Ooh, who's her boo?
Who's our man?
Yeah.
Woman's. Person's.
Anyone.
So I'm like a bit of a stalker. I found him. His name is George. Last name is it Byrne? Byrne? He actually, I don't think he's a singer. He's an artist, but his Instagram page is so cool. It's really pretty, really colorful. But he has a song called Stars and Stripes. It was actually on last week's episode.
That's right. You gotta have your boo on your
Like,
show.
you better, girl. You better.
Love
Put
it.
your man on.
And I think I talked about last week that Clive directed one of the episodes. I think this may have been it because he was just so like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like his shirts get tighter every week.
Malcolm, I know what you're doing.
We're
They're
not
getting tighter,
mad
tighter.
at it.
We love to look at it.
We like your muscles. Speaking of Malcolm, he had tweeted that yesterday was a 10-year anniversary of a film that he directed. It was his first feature film called A True Story. So that's pretty dope. I mean, I didn't know he's been
Creative
directing
team.
for that long. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty
Congrats to
awesome.
you. And then last but not least, of course, Allie and AJ still on tour.
Yes.
They got 35 shows left. I'm like,
my gosh.
that's insane. But they're killing it. Again, allieandaj.com, tickets. I'm like literally like, see, promo, like seriously.
Love them.
But you can always like go to their website to get tickets, of course. I thought this was really interesting. They have booths set up at every city to support the Trevor Project.
Oh.
And so for people that don't know what the Trevor Project is, it's a nonprofit organization that started in 1998. And it's I know that they focus on suicidal prevention amongst the LGBTQ community, and it's a hotline you can call and you can actually talk to trained professionals. So they had those tents set up at their shows. I thought that was really dope. But they were saying that they know that they have a lot of supporters, and so they really want to just make sure that they're giving back and they want to help.
Yeah,
With
their
the
new music video is hot.
I love
Yeah.
them. They're so beautiful.
They are.
Maddie Fernandez says that Malcolm's episode that he directs is episode 6.
Oh,
Okay.
look, you told me.
As I say, each one teach one. You guys always educate, so thank y'all so much.
No, thank you so much. Yeah, so we'll make sure we watch. Well, obviously we'll watch it, but we'll make sure we shout them out.
Yes.
Well, thanks for the news, girl.
Yes, the tidbits. I love it.
Well, let's hop into some predictions. I almost said news and gossip.
And
again.
now, your AfterBuzz TV.
It's been a long day.
Predictions.
All right. Shawntierra, do you want to go?
I mean, sure. I don't really have. I don't know. The only thing I wrote down was that I feel like with something's gonna happen with the kids. I feel like that because Baron died with the saving those 3 kids, and then Jordan's brothers, I think it's Michael and Jalen, came. I don't know. I feel like that maybe like the kids are gonna have like a significant like impact on kind of bringing maybe people back. I don't know, kind of bringing the community back together as far as with the humans and the zombies. And the reason why I think that too is because when Michael when Michael kind of just went all zombie rage on the other kid, he stated that he wanted to start killing zombies now. But then when he saw that Baron was a human and saved 3 of the zombies, I saw like look at his face where he had a change of heart. So I'm thinking, I wonder if they're gonna do something with the kids, maybe bringing them together. So that's mine.
Okay. I don't really have predictions, but I would love to read the predictions from the fans. Let's see. Big Face Hunted said, I think Major and Liv will get back together. Maddie Fernandez, which I love this. Mine is that Liv goes full Professor X and starts a school of zombies.
Yes.
Ivan says Liv will not take the cure. Maddie said, I predict that more Veronica Mars actors will die. And yeah, that's it. Let me think. I think my prediction, it's definitely gonna be something with the kids, because now we got the kids that Baron saved, and now we have these 2 little ones. And I think I would love to see the whole Liv thing, like where she's like renegade, like a mother of like a protector in like a school for the young zombies. And I think the end of it is everyone's gonna come to an agreement, and we're gonna all love each other, and we're gonna all get along, and we ain't gonna hurt nobody. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Wait, I think I have one quick one.
Do it.
Can we do the one with about Clyde? Do we think he's the baby daddy?
I kind of hope so, just for drama, and because it's the last season. But I don't think that he is.
I don't think he is, but I want him to be.
Yeah.
I'm a messy bitch that lives for drama.
Scammer. Michelle's like, oops, I guess it is Shane's.
Whoopsie. Did I do that?
Sorry for the drama I've caused in your relationship. Now I'm leaving.
Wait, I totally missed this. What is happening?
That's Michelle.
That's Michelle and her new diabolical voice that we've given her.
That's Joanne the Scammer's voice.
Yeah, it's actually Joanne the Scammer, who we love. My prediction, I really like Maddie Fernandez's prediction about the school and everything. I think that would be dope. I think that's very fulfilling for Liv as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm here for it. I would like to see it.
I'd like to see it.
Monique voice.
Okay. I'd also like to see more brain food. Bring on the more brain
we
food.
love brain food. Next week looks interesting. It looks like it's gonna get tense. Mm-hmm. But it also looks like we're still gonna have some funny stuff. So yes, I'm here for it. But we will have to wait until next week. Until next time, where can they find you guys?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shawntierra.
Thank you guys for pulling up in the chat. You can follow me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And if you like reality TV, I know it's a far-fetched, you can catch me on Sunday on our sister channel, Black Hollywood Live. I do a really cool show called Back to Reality.
And I'm Drew Jones. If you like talking about, I don't know, anything, you can slide into the DMs at Drew J. Until next time, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye. I'm tired.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.